Gotta love the shiny, happy people of the world. That is REM, Shiny Happy People, especially for my good friend Fiona, who is now she should be here. Let me just check a second. Fiona, are you with us?
I'm here.
She's here. Hello, how are you? Welcome to Pembrokeshire.
Thank you very much.
I know you recently been watching the Pembrokeshire murders, haven't you?
Oh, I loved it. I loved that. I missed the one last night, which was the sort of the documentary about it. I'll have to catch it up.
It was crazy. It was a scary time. I was 10 years old when they first started, up until when it went on the murders. Well, the first 85 when the first was started, and then 89 was the second group of murders. It was horrible. But he's behind bars anyway.
That is good. Good news for Pembrokeshire. You can now roam around in peace.
Bad man, yes. It has been peaceful since. And it's a beautiful... Have you ever been down to Pembrokeshire?
I haven't. No, I'll have to come and say hello and come visit when the madness is over.
When the madness is over, you'll have to come and visit. You're more than welcome, and I'll show you around.
Oh, thank you, Matty.
So, Fiona McConachie, did I pronounce that name right? Now, we met on Princess Cruises. You were cast manager.
Yeah.
We met on, actually, my first ship with Princess, because I was on 2 other cruise lines, but my first ship with Princess was the Sea Princess.
Yes.
In Australia.
In Australia, we had a great time. We were on that ship for years. No, it was a long time. It was nearly a year, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, almost a year. Well, it was 8 months, 9 months.
Yeah.
I was on that ship for kept extending. You know, there were people that didn't show up, and I had to jump into that position and do that. But it was great. It was a great ship. Unfortunately, that ship is no longer with Princess anymore. It's sad, isn't it?
No. That's a shame. We had a great group of people around us.
Yeah.
And that makes, as with everything, that makes all the difference.
It's the team. It is the team, yes. You get one bad apple in a team and that really can spoil the broth.
Yes.
As we experienced on another ship we worked upon, the Sapphire Princess.
Yeah, I also loved that ship. Bit bigger than the Sea Princess.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, had a bit more... could move a bit quicker, couldn't it?
Where were we? Was it Alaska? No, we did Asia. Was it? No.
Asia. Southeast Asia, yeah.
Yeah, I was on. I just got off in January of 2020. Was it? Yeah.
Yes.
Just before the pandemic. Yeah,
just before, I got off in March the 1st, 2020. And I did sort of 6 weeks where we had no guests because of the pandemic.
Yeah. But March 15th, they went into complete lockdown, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I went back on to the Coral Princess in South America at the beginning of March. I think 5th of March, I joined the ship, which is crazy because things are happening in January in Asia. I remember when I got off the ship on the Sapphire, they were doing heat tests then, temperature tests. You remember that, right?
I remember getting on and off the ship in Singapore was very difficult. Yeah, you had to have papers and temperature checks and all the things, but we were still allowed to,
wander around, no masks. It was crazy. There's all of Asia wearing masks and these jumpsuits, these white jumpsuits look like something from a movie.
Yeah.
And we're all...
The mask seemed wild to us then. Wearing a mask seems like so far-fetched, and now it's like, oh, where's my mask? And you've got 10 in your pocket.
Yeah, we get off in Vietnam, and then there'll be 6 people on a motorbike wearing masks.
Yeah, or standing on each other's shoulders.
Yeah, on each other's shoulders, driving around with 6 million motorbikes, going in and out of each other, and wearing masks. I thought it was crazy. That was crazy, but. It is a crazy world. Yeah, so you were on the Sapphire, then you got off in March, and then you came home, and kind of watched everything from home, and of course,
from there it all unfolded. I thought, as we all did when we were working on ships, that we would come home and we have a few weeks break, normally 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah,
and we get back to it.
Yeah.
And then sort of waited a bit more, and then the summer came, and I thought, you know what? I don't think this is really
going to be.
I don't think going back to work. I don't think our industry. I don't think my job exists anymore. And it was very strange, really strange.
Because you went, of course, being back home in the UK, the first lockdown that happened in the UK, that was a bit crazy. That it was like ghost towns everywhere, wasn't it?
Yeah. nobody was out, nobody was doing anything, and I was lucky enough to spend it and come back and be with mum and dad, which is lovely, because when you spend many months away, it's so nice to come back to the nest, and the food's really good. To
family,
yeah.
Now, since you've been back and the lockdown, you've created another avenue to channel your energy, transformational coach. Tell us a little bit about that.
It is basically, it's a fancy way of just saying, get your act together.
Right.
Get your act together. Life is happening now. Although there's many different circumstances that mean we can't do things in a normal way.
No.
The thing that you can control, your inner world and how you think about things, and how much laughter and how much fun that you have is still all within your control.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, you are the captain of your ship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly that. So it's just, helping people along that journey get out their own ways and do things that they love, that really sort of, sets their soul on fire.
Yeah, because it's difficult.
Love their life.
If you've been doing a certain job, like dancing, for example, on a ship, you've been a dancer.
Yeah.
And then that's taken away from you, and you've been working all of your life doing that, and that's taken away from you. Where do you focus your energy? And that's where you come in. You kind of try and find ways to look deep and find where other energies are.
Yeah, exactly, because we get so distracted by things that we should be doing, the world of work, people telling us how we should and shouldn't be, and we don't very rarely sort of stop to take a second and be like, hey, what would I love to do? What would I be really passionate about spending the next 40, 50 years of my life doing? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, you got to just dig deep and ask yourself, now's the time to ask yourself, what is it you really want to do? If you love dancing, that was great, but that's been taken away for now. And so many people are finding other ways, to survive, not just mentally, but financially as well. So that's So it's
a really difficult time for everybody, but you can always have a little bit of control about how you react to everything, and that really is the key to digging yourself out of whatever situation.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you've got to just kind of take what, and put it positively as well. That's the key as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not, you find it at your right time, because somebody might be listening to this and say, get lost with your positivity. Everything's really difficult. And I understand that way of thinking.
Yeah.
But just even opening up the possibility that there's another way of looking at it, and that maybe this might be a good thing that happens in the long term with hindsight, can just help you feel a bit better. It's all about feeling good.
Yeah, it is. It's that mindset as well, and that feeling good, because when you don't feel good, you feel bad or negative, it really closes the door to do anything else. You just don't feel like doing anything.
You don't feel like doing anything, and then you don't put yourself in situations or connect with people that open any kind of opportunities and different doors to you. You have to be open, and you just have to feel good, even if it's just like, I'm going to dance around like a loon to my favourite piece of music.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
What I'm doing for the next 5 minutes.
And the good thing now is, being in lockdown and whatnot and being at home, is you can work from home now, so you can connect with anybody, with somebody in Peru.
Yes.
And even people from here in Pembrokeshire. That's why I do these interviews, is because we can have a connection. You can have a Pembrokeshire connection from your bedroom.
Yeah. Isn't that, well, I mean, I don't know, Matt, if I would have put it like that, but
living room then. Live.
Yeah, you can. The internet is amazing for that, isn't it? Because you can reach out, you connect, you can make new friends, you can find people who share your way of thinking and your way of viewing the world. Yeah,
that's what I mean, is you could connect with a lot of people from around the world now. You don't have to be in your area where you go and have a meeting in a hall nearby your house. They can come to you. And now, how can people connect with you? Tell us ways that people. You've got a Facebook page. I've got a
Facebook page, but Instagram's where
That's your thing. That's your jam.
Come and send me a message. Come and say hello.
And how can they find you on Instagram?
Oh, well, my name's a bit of a mouthful, but it's just at Fiona McConachie.
McConachie, okay.
McConachie. like Matthew McConaughey, but spelt with a CH instead of a GH.
Okay, there we are.
There you go.
Fabulous. Well, if anyone else has trouble connecting, would like to connect with Fiona, you can always get in touch with us here at Pure West Radio, and we will connect you. No problem. Because connectivity is what it's all about. It's looking after each other and taking care of that. So for now, that's what you're doing. Any plans to go back to ships?
Well, if the opportunity comes up to do dancing again, obviously that has been my passion since I've been really young. That's what I've done as all of my career, and to go back to it would be a privilege, of course. But while I'm not doing that, I'm just going to do other things that also set me on fire, not literally, but helping other people and bringing positivity out and excitement for the world. And
yeah, it was the cruise ships are a great place. Well, they were a great place, and I'm sure they will get back to being an amazing place. Probably very different to what we remember, but
I think the good old days might be gone.
Yes,
but it will open up a whole new world for sure.
A whole new world. That reminds me of the song. Yeah, but you enjoyed, of course. The shows are amazing on Princess. A lot of work that goes into that. We used to have regular one-on-one chats with the guests about what goes on, and then behind the scenes and the quick changes, and the choreograph and just putting it all together. It was a lot of work. People think it's easy working on a cruise ship, but it's never easy, is it?
I think people think it's perceived as easy because we show up, we might spend most of the day just eating in the buffet. Yeah. And we do two shows or whatever. Yeah. But the amount of work and hours and discipline that's got into getting us to that point is massive. I mean, 6 to 8 weeks, 6 days a week, 8 hours a day in rehearsals before we even get to the ship.
On land.
Yeah.
And then before that, before you get picked, the process of going through to become a dancer. It's mind-boggling, and it's just dedication and passion. You've really got to have that passion as a dancer.
Yeah, you've got to have passion, and you've just, like anything, you've got to believe that you can do it. So, I love dancing. I knew I wanted to do it. I trained hard, I worked hard, but I also had this belief that whenever I got knocked back, whenever it wasn't working, whenever I got cut from auditions, that wasn't going to be how I ended up. That wasn't going to affect the result of me living my dream as a professional dancer. It was just a bump in the road. It was just an obstacle to overcome on the way. Yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. I appreciate you coming on the show, and it's great catching up, as always.
As always. So nice to be here. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Good luck with your transformation coaching.
Thanks, Matt. If you need a transformation, you know where to come.
I know exactly where to come, absolutely. Although I'm always transforming every month into something different. But anyway, that's another story. If you could hear one more song in the world, what would that song be? If all music was just about to be deleted and they said you could hear one more song, what would that one song be?
Oh, that's a big question, but it would definitely be Elton John, I'm Still Standing.
Elton John. Let's see if I got it here. Elton John, that's a great song. Fabulous. All right, Fiona, I'll put it on for you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Have a great day, and have a great year.
You too.
Bye.